Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to purchase some DOT tokens and store them in your own hardware wallet and then stake them in Ledger Live so that you can earn a return on your Polkadot holdings. So let's get started. Alright, so I just launched my Ledger Live this morning and there's an update available. And I also read an article that said that there is now Polkadot staking available on the new version of Ledger Live. So let's go ahead and download the update and then we can go ahead and install. You always want to make sure that you're running the latest version of Ledger Live if you're using a Ledger-based hardware wallet. So let's go ahead and finish that installation up and run Ledger Live. We'll go ahead and get ourselves logged in. All right, and there's the release notes here. Polkadot is live. Add your account to send and stake DOT. So there's a couple of new features here and some bug fixes, but the big one that we're covering today is this Polkadot. So that's great news. So we're going to want to prepare our hardware device first, right? We're going to want to get our wallet ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and connect it to my computer with a USB cable. I'm going to go ahead and enter my PIN. Sorry about the reflection here. I'm doing this in the morning and I got a little sunshine coming in. So no one should complain about sunshine, right? But anyway, here's our home screen on our device. So before we do this, we want to go over to the manager. All right, it's going to ask us to allow Ledger Manager on our device. So we'll hit both buttons. All right, now we want to check the firmware up here and make sure that it's up to date. If your firmware is not up to date, you'll want to do that upgrade. It's not a huge deal. It's not as scary as it used to be. Just run the firmware update, get your device firmware up to date. And then also, if you check down here in the apps section, just below this little graph here, if you have apps that need to be updated, it will also ask you to update your apps. There'll usually be like a blue circle here on the manager to let you know that you have apps that need to be updated. All right. And now that you've made sure that you're running the latest firmware and you've got all your apps up to date, let's go ahead and install the Polkadot app. All right, I'm going to click the install button next to the Polkadot app. You'll see a little processing over on my device. Alrighty, and then when it's finished, you'll see that the Polkadot app is installed on the device. All right, now let's go back over to the account interface. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add an account for Polkadot. Now, in Ledger Live, accounts can be considered cryptocurrency wallets, right? You can have multiple accounts for different cryptocurrencies. So as you notice here, I've got more than one Bitcoin account, more than one XRP account, and more than one Ethereum account. You can manage multiple wallets in Ledger Live, all right? But we're going to add a Polkadot account, which up to this point was not available. You may have been managing Polkadot on a Ledger device using the Polkadot website, and if you were, that's fine. You'll be able to see that balance when you add your Polkadot account. Or if you've never done it before, you'll see a zero balance. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Add Account here, and I'll choose Polkadot. And I'll hit Continue. And it's going to ask me to open the Polkadot app. So I'll hit both buttons there to open the Polkadot app. Then it says Polkadot is ready. And just allow Ledger Live to scan your device looking for any existing wallets. Now you'll notice here that it did find an existing wallet. I was using this device previously to manage Polkadot on the Polkadot website. So there you can see that that balance has showed up. Now you could also create an empty Polkadot account as well. If you didn't have a previous wallet, you'll only see the add new account option. All right, but for those of you who were managing Polkadot before on your Ledger device, you can just add the account here. All right, I'm just going to call this Polkadot. It's the only one I've got in my list, so I'll just hit Add Account. We'll hit Done here. And then we can see here that now I have a Polkadot account in Ledger Live. It's showing me my current balance, which is cool. And you can also see there's a transaction history, right? Now, don't think you have to have this. You can be using an empty account just as easily, right? So if yours says empty, that's great. It's brand new. All right, that's all we need to do. Now, I'm not going to stake yet. I'm going to show you guys how to put some DOT in here for those of you who want to get your hands on some DOT. All right, so how to get your hands on Polkadot, right? It's not available on Coinbase, so it's a little tricky to get your hands on it in the US. If you're one of my international viewers, the easiest way to buy Polkadot is on the Binance website. All right, I'm getting this warning because I'm in the US. All right, so it's pretty easy to buy Polkadot, right? You can just search for DOT on Binance, and they have a lot of options for buying DOT. I don't go in for this futures kind of stuff or these leverage things, but you can just buy regular Polkadot. You can buy it with a debit card or a bank account transfer, or however you want to do that, or you can trade for it. Right? There's several trading pairs for DOT on Binance, right? If you're not in the US, then you got all kinds of options for buying DOT, right? Pretty easy, right? But for those of us in the US, it's a little trickier, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of options. All right, so the first option is crypto.com. Pretty simple to buy DOT on crypto.com. You just go up to the home screen, hit trade, buy. All right, hit buy, and then they've got Polkadot, right? They're calling it Polkadot New. There was a previous Polkadot that has since kind of been diluted, but most of the Polkadot you're going to encounter these days is new, right? I don't think anyone is selling old Polkadot, so don't worry about that new. It's Polkadot, right? Just tap that, and then you can buy Polkadot on crypto.com. So I'm just going to buy 5, just so you can see how this works. I'll hit buy, and I'm using the debit card option. You can use your crypto wallet option if you have other cryptocurrencies you want to swap for DOT, or you can use the fiat wallet option if you have funded your fiat wallet from your bank account. At this point, I don't have enough in my fiat wallet, so I'm just going to do the instant debit card purchase. By the way, if you're not a user of crypto.com, and you get yourself signed up, they are waiving fees for the first 30 days on the debit credit card purchases. So you might want to keep that in mind if you want to get your hands on some DOT and you're going to use crypto.com to do it. All right, so I'll hit buy DOT here. I'll acknowledge the fee. I'll hit continue. And then I'll hit confirm. Okay, and there we go. We purchased some DOT. We got our confirmation and our confirmation email. Everything's good. And now if we go down to the accounts interface, which is down there at the bottom, right next to the home, we'll just tap accounts and then go over to our crypto wallet. And we can see there that we've got some Polkadot in our wallet. All right, now we want to withdraw this to our Ledger device so we can stake it. So I'm just going to pull up the Ledger wallet here. And I'm going to do receive. And I'll hit continue from here. All right, now they're showing us a fail-safe here. We want to make sure that the address we see in Ledger Live matches the address we see on our device. So it says, please review. I just need to advance to the next screen. I'll hit this metal button to advance to the next screen. It shows me that address. I just look at it and eyeball it and make sure these addresses match, right? Now, I'm not going to hit approve yet. I'm going to wait so that I can scan this QR code. I'm going to click scan QR code. In fact, I believe I can go ahead and hit approve at this point. Yeah, and it leaves the QR code there for me, and that's cool, right? Now I'm done with the device, right? I've verified that the receiving address is matches my hardware device. Now let's go back over to crypto.com. Right? Let's tap on the Polkadot account. We'll just tap on it, bring it to the front here. Now we want to transfer. So we're going to hit transfer, and then we'll choose withdraw. We'll hit withdraw, and we're going to withdraw to an external wallet. So I'll tap external wallet down there at the bottom. All right, and you can see I've already withdrawn some DOT to some other places. But in your first time, you're going to want to hit the plus up there in the top right corner of your phone, right? So I'll tap that plus. All right, and then I'm going to choose wallet address. We're adding a new wallet address to our list of withdrawal addresses in crypto.com. So you can see there's that little QR code icon on my phone. I'll just tap that. It's going to open up the camera on my phone. I'll go ahead and scan that receiving address, and it autofills in my crypto.com interface. I'm just going to call this one Ledger Live, and then I'll hit continue. You can name your account anything you want. All right, I'm going to enter my two-factor authentication from Google Authenticator. I'll tap my code, slide back over to crypto.com, and I'll tap paste. All right, and then it's going to send you an email. I usually don't click that blue link. I wait for the email to come in on my phone. There it is. I'll just tap that alert there, which takes me right over to my Gmail. I'll tap this confirm withdrawal address button and choose open. And it should slide me back over to my crypto.com app and show me my list of addresses, right? Now I can just close this here and just maybe if you don't see your address right away, you can sort of back out and then go back in and it's going to just show up, right? I think if you sat there and waited, it might show up eventually, but I just kind of like to give it a kick start. All right, now we can withdraw to this address. We'll hit withdraw dot. I'll choose the max of 5 and I'll choose withdraw. And there we go. We're going to pay a small fee for this. We'll hit confirm and we're going to, at least I'm going to need my two-factor authentication. I highly recommend that you enable two-factor authentication for all of your cryptocurrency exchanges. I'll tap the code there at the top so that it goes into the phone clipboard. I'll go back over to crypto.com and I'll paste in that code and hit continue. All right, and now we've made our dot withdrawal. Now this is just the request, right? Takes it a few minutes to actually confirm the withdrawal. This is just confirming that we've initiated the withdrawal. All right, we can get that off. You can see our balance goes to 0, and then we just need to wait. We'll get another email and another alert from crypto.com when the withdrawal is complete. All right, and if you're curious or you're doubting yourself, you can always go up to that clock there in the top right corner and tap that and see your list of transactions, and there you can see I have a pending withdrawal of DOT. So you know everything's good, right? Don't need to panic. You can even double check the address that you withdrew it to. So we're all good on that, right? Alrighty, there we go. I've got that DOT withdrawal complete alert from crypto.com. I should also get an email alert on my phone telling me that DOT withdrawal is complete. There we go. So that's all good. And now I'll just do a quick sync in my wallet. And there you go. You can see that the DOT has been deposited in my account. Okay, so for some reason, Ledger did not like my account, whatever, it had some issue. I'm just going to go ahead and create an empty one here. And I'll hit done. I don't really know what the issue was, but I'm going to just send my DOT from this one into the new one and see if it allows staking. All right. I'm going to hit receive over here. All right. Double check the address on my device, and I'll copy this one into my clipboard. All right, we're going to go back over to this other one, and I'll go ahead and send to that address. We'll hit continue here. Go ahead and send the max. All right, we want to make sure we're in the Polkadot app. We'll hit continue here. All right, then it wants me to review the transaction. So I'll just go through all this, the destination, the amount, I'll hit approve. And it should go ahead and broadcast that transaction. All right, we'll hit done. And this account should go to 0. Wow, okay, looks like maybe one dot stuck in there. Well, that's the breaks, right? Let's go over to this new one that I created. Polkadot, okay. All right, well, there it is. All right, so I don't know. I had to create an empty one, a new one on my ledger. I don't know what was wrong with the previous one. I don't know that that's going to be the case for everyone that was using their ledger before. But in my case, I simply created a new Polkadot account in Ledger Live so that I could do the staking, right? I was not planning on that. We want to stake this. Now, a lot of people ask me, what does staking mean? It's basically depositing your crypto somewhere and earning interest, right? Just like you would put your money in a bank or a bond to earn interest. But with cryptocurrency, staking takes on a little more of a precise definition. You can deposit your crypto on an exchange like Kraken and earn interest on your DOT, or Binance even, but it's inherently leaving your cryptocurrency in someone else's care or custody, right? And we want to avoid that in the crypto world. True staking will be staking from within your own wallet in a smart contract. And this way we can maintain control of our wallet and our crypto and still earn interest while it's in the wallet, right? One thing you'll want to keep in mind when you stake DOT is that you can stake it, but in order to unstake it, there is an unbonding period. So you'll have to wait, and I believe it's 21 days. So you'll want to keep that in mind. If you've got a bunch of DOT and you want to stake it and earn interest and you don't care what the price of DOT does or whatever, then that's fine. But if you're sort of playing the market, you don't want to stake all of your DOT because if for whatever reason the market moves very quickly and you want to reap a profit or take profits, sell some of your DOT, you're going to have to wait 21 days. So keep that in mind. So you might want to do whatever your strategy is, stake part of it and keep some of it available to liquidate if you need to quickly, right? But if you're a long-term hodler of DOT, then go ahead and stake it and don't worry about the unbonding period. You will get your DOT back, right? I'm not saying you won't get your DOT. I'm just saying that it will be locked for 21 days when you go to unstake it. So you want to keep that in mind. It's probably going to tell us all that, right? So let's hit earn rewards here. All right, like I said, that we're keeping ownership. We're using our Ledger device. And the unbonding period is 28 days, right? So keep that in mind when you decide to stake, right? You don't have to stake all of it. You can stake as much as you want. So we'll hit continue here. All right, my available balance is 9.5. And I can just write in how much I want to bond. Let's say I want to just do 5, right? And keep the other left over in case I decide I want to sell my DOT or transfer it out. Right? We're going to have a small fee here. It's not bad at all. Okay, and I'm going to show you the device because doing this is the private key has to sign this transaction. We're committing crypto here, so we are going to have to authorize it on our device. That's the security of the device. Let's hit continue, right? And you'll notice the device goes to please review. So we'll scroll over using the metal button or the right button. It's going to give us the amount that we're staking. All this information will hit approve on our device. All right, and there we go. Okay, so we've bonded it, and now we're going to nominate it. This is part of the staking process with DOT. So I'll go ahead and hit nominate. Right, and then I've got a lot of different validators to choose from. Now, you can do this however you want, but I've heard that it's better to sort of spread your staking across nominators to get a better return by doing that rather than dumping them all into one. All right, notice there it's going to spread it across for me, right? So I can hit these and just get them. And like I said, you can do your research, or you can just kind of go willy-nilly, however you want to do it, if you don't really want to get all involved. But each of these nominators you can click on their link and go to their website and check out their situation. Once you've nominated all of these nodes, we'll hit continue here. And notice there, I've got some network fees I need to pay in DOT. So it's probably a good idea not to stake your entire DOT holdings, right? You want to leave some aside for these fees, right? Let's hit continue here. And we're probably going to need to confirm this on our device again. There it says, please review. All right, that I'm staking, and I have 16 targets, right? So I'll just need to scroll through all of those. All right, until I get to approve. I'll hit approve. And there we go. I'm done. I have to admit that staking on Polkadot website was always a little bit complicated. Even though it still remains pretty complicated, Ledger does a pretty good job of making it easier to just go ahead and stake. All right, and then I can look at my nominations over here. So it may take a while for these to be fully active. All right, it's a little bit complicated, but maybe do like me, start with a small amount and just see how this goes. All right, if we hit manage accents, so we can bond, unbond, nominate, clear nominations, right? I'm just going to wait for my bonded amount. Okay, so it will take some time to start earning rewards, right? It's the way this network works. But over time, you will earn rewards. All right, so I was a little slapdash there. I just wanted to give you the general mechanics of how this works. Those of you out there who are more Polkadot savvy might want to post some comments to help out the viewers here as to the right strategy and the right percentages and the right validators and all that good stuff for getting a good return on your Polkadot staking. But I wanted to explain to you how to set up the account in Ledger Live, how to fund the account from a cryptocurrency exchange, and how to initiate the bonding process and the nominating process, right? So this just started, and I don't want to steer anybody wrong. I think I did a pretty good job with the limited mental faculties that I possess to at least go through the motions to show you guys how this works. But like I said, you want to do a little more research on which validators to use and how to spread your nominations across validators, right? So if there's any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.